Good morning, guys. Sorry, I'm literally just waking up and I'm still on my first cup of coffee. I'm going to be a little bit more quiet today because my family is still upstairs asleep. I'm trying to record this as quickly as I can without waking them up, but also so that I can get upstairs and be a dad here in a little bit. My oldest daughter's birthday's coming up. I need to go do some birthday shopping, so we're going to get this one over quickly. But the purpose of today's video is I'm going to play a voicemail for you, a voicemail that I received just the other day. And this voicemail, it really touched my heart. It means a lot to me. And it's kind of funny. I was talking to a buddy a couple of days ago, and he was kind of reiterating the idea to me that the decisions that you make today and the actions that you take today and the interactions you have with people are like dropping a pebble in a pond. You drop a pebble in a pond and it creates a ripple effect, and you don't know if what that ripple is going to be like when it reaches the other side of the pond. This ever expanding effect of your actions that you have on other people. And he was trying to tell me this to help kind of uplift my spirit and remind me why it is that I do the things that I do. And I have a hard time accepting that sometime, or and I think we all do. We have a hard time understanding that while we might not see the fruits of our labor today, there's more than likely, if you're out there being an honest, hardworking person and doing the right things, that other people are going to see that and you're going to inspire them to be better, even if you don't see it in your everyday life. And this was one of those moments. I was sitting at the sub at work, and I just finished my lunch. Everybody else was at the sub either doing paperwork or having their lunch or whatever. And I was having a very serious conversation with them. I was very frustrated with my job, very frustrated with the place where I work, frustrated with the political climate, the mayor, hiring his political hacks, to fill important positions, and then you have the inspector general that clearly doesn't understand the law, doesn't understand how law enforcement works, that is kind of upholding these rulings that her underlings are making that clearly are things that are not established in law, and they go against all of our training. Just this idea, this feeling that where I work, I feel like I have a constant target on my back. And that's not just me personally. I think that the police officers on the department that I work for have a target on their back due to the political climate, due to the level of activism that is occurring in the local government. And I was telling them, I've been putting some very serious thought into lateral transferring out, maybe going to a suburb agency where I don't have to deal with these things. But one of the things that I struggle with is that I'm a street cop. I'm an inner city street cop, and I enjoy doing that kind of police work. Is it worth lateraling out, or should I maybe even just change careers altogether? Because if I can't be a cop where I want to be a cop, am I really still going to feel like I'm a cop? If that makes any sense. So I was having this real conversation with my buddies, and this is something that I struggle with almost daily. Should I stay here and fight, or should I go? And I don't know. That's something that I legitimately struggle with daily. And then my phone rang, and I looked at my phone and I was like, oh man, I should really take this call, but I'm deep into a story right now. I was like, I'll call him back in a minute. So I put my phone down. The person who called, you guys might remember Scott. You know what I'll do is I'll minimize myself right now and I'll put Scott up on the screen behind me. Scott is a guy that I've interacted with many times at work. He was a homeless drug addict on the street that was always getting himself into situations where he was unable to control himself. He's yelling, screaming, shouting, was injuring himself. Last time that I saw him, he was still out on the street begging for money, had a broken neck. Because of his broken neck, he couldn't feel his face, and he had snot running down his face, and he would have blood coming out of his nose, and all of these things. And I was having a conversation with him, asking, what is it going to take to get you to turn your life around? Where is your light? Where is your rock bottom? If you're not at rock bottom right now, what is it going to take? And I actually had that conversation with him, and I recorded it and put it out on my YouTube channel. 100% with his consent. We sat there, we did an interview in my truck. I took him out to lunch, and I have a a special relationship with Scott. Because of the relationship I have with him, I've actually become friends with his mother. His mother has my phone number. She will call and text me and ask me, you know, to go check on him, see where he's at. She hasn't heard from him for a little while. She will also call me and text me when she has run into him, and she'll let me know how he's doing. How he's been doing over the last 6 months or so has not been good. His broken neck turned into a very serious problem, causing him to be hospitalized multiple times with like double lung pneumonia because of the offset in his neck. When he swallowed food, it was going into his lungs, and that caused, you know, some very serious problems for him. He's currently in a hospital in like a rehab facility now. But since he was literally forced to do this, he's now relatively clean and sober, other than the fact that he's on painkillers due to all of the surgeries and stuff he had. Well, my phone rang, and it was his mother. I didn't pick up my phone. I let it go to voicemail because I was in the middle of a story talking to my buddies. And once I finished my story, I flipped over my phone, I played the voicemail, and it was actually a voicemail from Scott. And I'm going to play that voicemail for you here in just a moment. But it was crazy because I listened to the voicemail and I looked at my buddies and I said, "Oh my God, you're not going to believe this." And I set it down and I played it for them, and everybody's jaws kind of dropped in the room. And my one buddy, Jack, he looks at me, he goes, "Well, that's a sign that you're not supposed to go anywhere." I think I'm just going to leave it at that. So just know that the actions you take today and the decisions that you make today, they do have effects on people. And, you know, you might not be able to have the effect on every single person that you want to have on them, but there are still people that are going to receive that mission and that message, and that some of them, not all of them, some of them, maybe one, will be changed for the better. And you need to put yourself in a position where you're able to do those kinds of things for the people that need it. If your skill set is such that, you know, you're meant to do a certain thing, you should do that thing. And you shouldn't let other people discourage you and scare you away from doing what God intended you to do. And that's kind of the place that I'm at right now. I'm at a place now where I realize that I am in the place where I'm supposed to be doing the things that I'm supposed to be doing. And these external forces that are trying to stop me from doing what it is that I want to do, and trying to discourage me and trying to get me in trouble and trying to get me fired, those literally are the forces of evil that are trying to prevent me from doing God's work. I believe that strongly in my heart. So I don't intend on going anywhere. I think I'm going to stay and do what I do, and those people are wrong, and they're going to suffer the consequences. But without further ado, listen to this message that I got from Scott. It means a lot to me. I'm happy to share it with you, and I'm also happy to share with you. I've got a couple pictures of him. I'll go ahead and put up, show how he's doing now and how much better he looks now. So thanks for watching, guys. I'll talk to you all later.
Hey, buddy, this is Scott. I was just calling to see how you was doing. And thank you for not giving up on me. I'd like to see you here soon. Maybe we can do another sit down together. I think you'd be good for me and you. See you later, buddy. Thanks. Love you. Bye.